Now let's get started with the balance changes. I'm going to slowly scroll down and read what pops up. Damage roll passive, the debuff duration has been increased from 2 to 3 seconds. That's nice. The healing reduction has been increased from 20% to 25%. Wow, that shows you the crazy support power creep that has happened in the game. The fact that they have needed to do this again. What did I say was going to happen? What did I say was going to happen? The Season 9 changes are a mistake, and we're going to repeatedly go in circles with changes like this. Now, I'll tell you what's going to happen in the next mid-season and then the seasons beyond. Supports are going to complain, support will get Gigabuffed again, and the cycle will repeat itself, and somehow micro buffs to the characters we all hate. I hope to be proven wrong. I'm going to scroll down. All right, so the global projectile size bonuses. The hit scan radius has been reduced. The hit scan radius small has been reduced. Projectile radius has been reduced. Wait, they actually nerfed it a little bit. Oh wait, this is not fully going back to the way it used to be. This is a little bit of a nerf. They've not fully reduced it, but it's kind of like toned down. Okay, fair enough. So the dev comment is we're increasing the potency of the damage roll passive in order to make the threat of sustained damage more meaningful by slowing down health recovery while in combat. At the same time, well, you didn't need to do this if you could actually just nerf supports. But I'm sick and tired of pretending like just because the support community can't handle it, like we have to put up with this again. We're literally resetting back into early season 9. This is just season 9 being scaled in. This is ridiculous. Anyways, at the same time, we're slightly decreasing how reliable hit scan are and large travel time projectiles are to hit. Okay, well, surely Widowmaker gets nerfed, right? Like if they're nerfing hit scan, I know this helps nerf Widowmaker, but it's not going to solve the problem completely. Really hope Widow is in the nerf sheet down here. Anyway, so tank. So developer comment. I don't care about that. They have never anything good to say. A seismic slam shockwave range has been reduced from 18 to 15. Why? Why? This is not where he needed the nerf. And then the cooldown has been increased from 6 to 6.5. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. They can have that. I don't care. So, Hazard. Developer comment. Community feedback for Hazard trial has been largely positive despite underperforming slightly. Okay. So, did they giga buff him? Let's have a look. Bone Spur. Damage per spike increased from 6.75 to 7.5. Ooh, that's a decent jump. Each volley center projectile no longer has a random launch spread, now always launches straight. Ooh, I mean, they could have just buffed it doing this. That's what I was saying, that just fix the spread and he'll be fine. But okay, I mean, this is huge. This is actually huge. This is nice. I like this. Spike guard. The angle of protection provided by spike guard increased from 104 to 180 degrees. Oh. Okay, I mean, sure. Damage per second reduced from 75 to 70. Okay, that's nice. Like I said, like the auto aim lock ability stuff should always be nerfed. The fact that they toned that down, and put damage over here in this kit, that's actually really nice. So, hats off to them in regards to that. The violently post/recovery time for primary fire and quick melee has been increased from 0.3 to 0.5. Okay, I don't think that's necessary. Jagged wall health increase. Ah, no, but that's to slow down the one-shot combo. Okay, okay. Jagged Wall's health has been increased. No, I don't think it needs a health increase, but okay. Knockback damage has gone up. Whoa, slow down, slow down. We're getting a bit too excited now. Damage interval increased from 1.5 seconds per target to 1.75 seconds per target. Okay, I mean, it's really easy to kite and things like that, but trying to take it down is going to be really annoying. Like, guys, like, I've always said, like, whenever you buff buildables, it makes the game really annoying to play. So, surely, they don't buff buildables as we keep going on, right, Mauga? Please, nerf him. I need to see Mauga nerfs. I need to see Juno nerfs. Please, get this thing out of the meta, please. The overrun changes from last patch have been great for enabling more active Mauga playstyles. The active Mauga playstyles is running up to the other tank and then holding left and right click. That is so active. I'm having so much fun on this character. He's so fun to play. Anyways, we're converting some of his armor back to normal health to balance out the added survivability gained from the overrun changes. What? What? Like, okay, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, sure, sure. I mean, you're not solving the problem that Overrun has brought in now, that it's actually a very overpowered ability, but okay, like, whatever. They're just gonna revert this a few, like, in a patch or two later anyway. Orisa. So, although Orisa's effectiveness dropped off further than expected. Wait, okay, before I get to Orisa, I didn't read it fully yet. I said that if Mauga gets nerfed, like, Orisa and D.Va are still strong. So if this somehow pushes Mauga out the meta, we're just gonna go back to Orisa D.Va. So devs, I will change my opinion right now. I'm not gonna. I will not be upset. Please, for the love of God, tell me it's an Orisa nerf. I'll actually read the comment. Although, no, actually, I was just see the patch now. Armor increased, base health slightly reduced. Terra surge pull radius increased from a. Ugh. Another Orisa micro buff. Like, what is wrong with them? Armor increased, and then the Terra Surge gets even better. Like, seriously, can they not understand what people enjoy and not enjoy in the game? How is this character still getting buffed? She's been net buffed again. I cannot. Get me to Ramatra. I don't even want to look at this shit. A Ravenous Vortex now briefly interrupts horizontal momentum when first affecting a target. Slowing field now ignores barriers for line of sight. Why? I mean, okay, like, okay, I'm open minded to this. Sure, I'm open minded to this. I want to try this out. That's okay. Winston's leap now has a higher max damage to better reward the accuracy of landing on somebody, though it has still a damage fall off when landing further away. Jump back damage increase from 50 to 60. Okay, I mean, this is what I've been talking about. Breakpoint buffs. Winston doesn't necessarily need it because like this is being done to account for the support power creep and how much like they've screwed breakpoints by creating their own problems. Okay, the damage dealers Ash. Coach can now be activated while affected by mobility locking abilities but won't move Ash. Oh, okay. I think this is kind of an interesting quality of life change. So, like, this will help her. Like, if you get, like, yeah, so it says over here, if you get trapped in Junkrat's trap and you use the shift, it'll still boop Junkrat away, but you won't be. Okay, okay, I like that. Like, you see, like, this is the type of stuff that we need. This all right. That's fine. Farah. Farah's a difficult hero to deal with. For What do you mean Farah's a difficult? She's not even relevant. Farah is a difficult hero to deal with for many due to her high flying mobility and burst damage. We're reducing how often her horizontal movement cooldown is available to make it slightly more of a positioning commitment when used. Cooldown increased from 8 to 9 on Jet Dash. Why are we why are we nerfing C to B tier hero? Like she's not even good. What? What? Why? What? Sojourn. Please don't. No, no, no. Sojourn has received adjustments to increase the rate of her energy gain and shifted some power into Disruptor Shot. Yeah, so her Disruptor Shot is still strong. Although the secondary fire lacking impact undermines her core gameplay as the Railgun hero, we're adding some damage back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We went from one shot hero to another. And now both Widow and Sojourn have potential to be very relevant. Oh, God bless Marvel Rivals. Soldier 76. Biotic V! Oh my god, I'm crying. I'm actually crying. Holy shit, the worst character in the game by far. Like, these two are interchangeable archetypes in a way, and she gets a breakpoint buff, but he doesn't, even though he's the worst character in the game. I actually cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe my eyes. They buffed his biotic field. Soldier could use a small increase to his effectiveness, and with the changes to the damage roll passive, it's a good time to make his biotic Dude, this is April Fool's patch, isn't it? This is the April Fool's patch. This is the April Fool's patch. This has to be the April Fool's patch. I'm losing it. I can't. Symmetra. Symmetra is performing quite well, but we'd like to further enable team play around an interesting ability like Teleporter by making it more difficult to destroy. I just talked about how I had a video a few days back where I talked about how buildables are becoming more and more stronger, and now we're watching them buff buildable. Let me guess, Torbjorn's buildable gets buffed, doesn't it? Forge Hammer, nobody cares. Deploy turret, build time reduced, base health increased to 2. Everything is now a mini tank. If everything's a mini tank, Nobody is. Welcome back, goats with buildables. Oh my goodness, Venture. Cooldown rate is now faster anytime Burr is active rather than requiring the player to be on the ground. That's nice. That's nice. It's a quality of life. Yes, whatever. Baptiste. Surely it's a nerf. Developer comment adjusting the values of regen burst will increase BAP's self-survivability while also still providing great support. So they increase the overall uptime. And like this does not matter. Whenever you use regen burst, you either use it for yourself or you're using it when you're near in a team fight. There's never a case where BAP is this far from his team where the regen burst won't reach them. Because the comps that he plays it in, like, the fact that BAP has been getting net buff after net buff after net buff after net buff after net buff. Oh my god, this balance team can have a full documentary written on their interesting approach. Okay, so def comment break. The duration has been reduced to limit breaks inspire uptime while the healing per second remains unchanged, ensuring the healing output is ineffective and inspires trigger constantly. Inspire's duration has been reduced from 5 to 5. They got it bring! They got it bring because they didn't want to balance Juno. They got it bring! They killed Brigitte! Oh my god! They killed the complementary support and not the cause of the problem of the meta. This is amazing! This is revolutionary. This is revolutionary. This is actually revolutionary. Juno's missing, by the way, next to 𝐒𝐈𝐈. This is amazing. Juno is the problem, and Brigitte died for her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. So now, unless you are playing with Juno, Brig just like this will hurt her like overall uptime so much. It's crazy. I think she can still like she'll still be fine against diva comps, but like she was starting to appear in other comps too because she could survive a little bit more. But the fact that her own personal survivability in an overall team fight has taken a big hit, it, and her overall healing as well. Her overall healing as well. So if you're missing those shifts on Brigitte now, it's basically GG's, bro. Like it's literally GG's. Like this is wow. Iliari. Captive Sun explosion radius increased from 8 to 10. Why? Like, she doesn't need that. Like, buffer damage, for God's sake. Like, again, 𝐒𝐈𝐈 is suffering from breakpoint issues. Like, why are we just messing around with the ult? The problem is her primary weapon is not satisfying to use. Neither is the healing on that thing. Just admit you failed with Pylon. Rework the way Pylon works. And let it be on a limited uptime. And then put power in her weapon as a result of shifting power. It is that easy to solve 𝐒𝐈I's problem. But we're not going to do it. Because why? There's we're the Blizzard balance team. We can never do anything wrong. Lucio, crossfade healing penalty decreased to himself from 60 to 40. Wow. So one of the most survivable supports in history, right? And only really bad Lucios get caught. Let's be real. Only really bad Lucios get caught. Like anybody playing Lucio will understand how to survive on the guy, right? The fact that oh my god, okay. Sound barrier now falls even faster when you use it midair. Okay, I mean, so we just reduce the window to counterplay sound barrier in case you want to like counter it in any way. This just keeps happening every patch. This just keeps happening every patch. Counterplay goes down, supports get net buffs after net buffs. Somehow the worst characters to exist find a way to get buffed yet again. And like Mauga loses a little bit of power, but he's still gonna be really good because all that's important on Mauga is Brig and Juno being behind him, or even like if you're playing rank, like any two main healers behind you, keeping you alive long enough to where you can force out the other Mauga's E. Just exactly like 0.5 seconds after he uses his E, you use your E, and you win just because you can out-sustain it. It doesn't matter if they mess around with the armor and health changes that much. Reaper didn't get nerfed here either, so he's still really good. Echo fits into the comp really well. Genji also works really well into the comp, but neither Echo or Genji need to be nerfed. Reaper actually needs to go down to 275 HP. Widow didn't get a nerf. I truly don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. I truly don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. And there's no 6v6 patch here. Wow. Wow. Like the best thing in here is the fact that the projectile size got okay. I actually am not a fan of the projectile size taking a little bit of a hit over here, because the reason that they increased it was because of the increased HP pools. But now they're bullshitting us and telling us that, well, you see, because we're making DPS a little bit more stronger with the healing reduction passive, we're gonna just reduce the size of the weaponry. But that doesn't change the fact that everybody's still tankier than before. Why are we not just reverting Season 9? This is the most stubborn I've ever seen the Banish team be. They literally want to commit to, no, Season 9 and Kaiju Watch was not a mistake. I don't know anymore. I actually don't know anymore. I don't know what they're doing with the balance anymore. This all feels completely lost. This has to be the most, like, outside of Hazard. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna rate all the changes. This one is completely question mark. Hazard changes are actually decent. Like, these are fine. Like, 90% of these changes are actually nice, so that's completely fine. Okay. These are fine. Like, all of this is nice. It's to help him, like, feel a little bit better. Mauga changes are a very big no. Orisa changes are, like, again, it doesn't solve the problem. It's just kind of like, yeah, well, if the Mauga player is bad, you'll explode him. And it's like, well, you can still explode bad Mauga players anyway. It's not solving the problem. Going over to Orisa, and even if Mauga exits the meta from this, we just go back to this, right? We just go, like, look at this. Armor went down here, and it somehow got transferred up here. And then she got, like, she just got buff after buff after buff. Like, she's just on buffing spree. Although Orisa's effectiveness has dropped. Where? In silver? So this is really bad. This is fine. This is honestly, in my opinion, not necessary, but whatever. At this point, we're just throwing random shit at the wall. Like, I can't believe a character like Winston, who's never seen breakpoint changes, for the first time sees a breakpoint change. This is nice. This is nice quality of life change. This is extremely unnecessary. Pharah's, like, again, I've always said making heroes clunky to play is not the solution. Pharah's not even good right now. And this just, wow, okay. Sojourn, this is, again, scary territory. This is the joke of the year. Happy New Year. We're going into 2025 soon. This one wins joke of the year. And so does the Symmetra and Torbjorn changes. Let's just make all the buildables in the game for no reason turn into tanks too, because you shouldn't be allowed to counterplay them. Also, with all these changes coming to the game, Tracer is so screwed, it's insane. The fact that Torbjorn's deploy turret has gone up to 250, you could barely deal with it before because of her 5.5 DPS pellets. Now, as a Tracer, if Torbjorn exists on a map, good luck, brother. Thumbs up. Good luck. It doesn't matter what the change, like, just thumbs up. Good luck. Venture is like, that's nice. It's nice. Like, this is like hilarious. This is hilarious. Net buff again. Like, this is problematic for her individually as a hero. And then the comp that she's thriving in, the problem in there has not been dealt with. They just casually avoided Juno. Iliari, unnecessary change. It's nice, I guess, but just not going to help her situation. And we'll be coming back to more microbuffs to Iliari. Lucy changes are extremely unnecessary when he's not even in the meta anymore and Juno's completely replaced him. So these buffs are like, again, it's just like, we don't need to do this. Like, for all these years, there were small windows to counterplay Sound Barrier. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. This is so dumb. You could punish Lucius before for doing stupid shit. And now you can't. Do you have any idea how this buffs, like, both Crossfade and Sound Barrier, like, now all the Lucius are just going to be on a spree of doing, like, Reddit Lucio playstyles. I can't believe it. And the best part of this entire patch note, no Widowmaker nerfs. Instead, we brought Sojourn to almost, nearly, if I'm not mistaken, be able to start one-shotting you again. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that it doesn't play like that in the game. But the fact that we got the DPS roll healing reduction passive into this, along with everything else, this patch to me is just a massive question mark. It's not addressing the problems in the meta. It's not addressing problematic situations of what people don't like about the game. I'm gonna just keep it at that.